Okay, so this is how I have created banks in the past. So this is an assignment that I started, um, and it is simply copied from this exact same course, because I used a lot of the questions over again. Okay, but now I'm going to open a bank that I already have, and I'm going to select a problem. And now that I've selected that problem, I'm going to copy it because there's more things that I want to put on here than this. So I'm going to copy it. And I want this exact same question, except I want to add one more question to it. And the question I want to ask is, what is the interest I can't spell because I'm on camera. So what is the interest on the mortgage? And so I need to calculate that first of all. So the amount financed is $202,310. And by the time they pay it back, they are paying back $561,009. So the interest is $348,699 in interest. If they take, all right, so that's what's going to be new with this question. Because it's gone a little farther, it's going to go to a new bank. So first of all, we have to change this to an exact answer, because if not, they just type in random numbers and get it marked correct. Okay. And so, item banking. Add to a bank. Add new item bank. And it's going to be called Consumer Math 2324 PS7 Housing. This is going to be G, and this is interest on a mortgage. Good to go. Awesome. So there it is. Okay. And it's not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's worth 11 points. Okay. So that's how I create new item banks. And so that needs to go away. That's the old one. So then what I do is, from there I normally just go in, copy, and change things. Like, let's change it to Mike Schwartz is going to purchase a house that costs, let's make this house cost $145,600. And Mike will make a 15% down payment. Mike is able to, let's say that Mike gets a 7.5 financing for, let's say he wants a 25-year loan. And what will Mike's monthly payment be? Okay, so this is a mortgage loan, the payment. So do the math, $145,600, and we want 15% of that. So this is going to be $21,840. $21,840. Yes. Therefore, the amount financed is going to be $14,500. They're going to finance $123,760 divided by 1,000 is $123.76. The number from the table, so what do we have? We had 7.5 for 25 years. 7.5 for 25 years. 7.5 for 25 years is 739. So the number from the table is 739. So we're going to take 739 times 123.76 to find the mortgage payment is $915 and $914.59. It's going to make, there's 12 months in a year. He's going to make that for 25 years, which means that he's going to make 300 payments. And that means when he has made 300 payments, he will have paid $914.59 for 300 payments. That means he will have paid back $274,377. But he borrowed $123,760, which means that the interest he paid was $150,617 in interest, which is almost the price of the home again. So all that goes there. These are all good. So then we go down to item banking, and we have it as an existing item bank, and it is this item right here that I put in. But here's what's happening. Okay, so this is how I do it. This is how I do it absolutely every time. Okay. Now, when I come back tomorrow or the next day or next week, and I try to build this question again, when I go in to find that bank, it's not there. And then I have to email Jenny Collier at our district office and say, I'm missing a bank. Could you please give me permission? And then she goes in, she finds the bank, and she gives me permission to own the bank. And this has happened consistently in 2024. This has happened consistently this calendar year, 2024, beginning in January. I have been losing banks. So this is how I create all my stuff. And as you can tell, I have scores of banks with thousands of questions, because these are just this is just, if I take out the PS7, these are all my consumer math banks for this school year. That's just consumer math. But if you were to look in all banks, I have banks for the past, since 2020. We started, I think our school district purchased this in 2020-21 school year. I have, when I taught Algebra 1, Algebra 2 rather, these are all the banks I have. Look, I have 6 pages of banks. These are the very first banks I ever made. I named them ZZ because I wanted to get them to the bottom, because I got tired of scrolling around. Then I figured I could type in and they would locate for me. So I have scores of banks. I have scores of banks, and some of them have gone missing. And the ones that have gone missing seem to be the newest ones, the ones that I've created in 2024. Okay, thank you very much. I hope you guys get this figured out, because it is quite frustrating and exhausting.